Today I will be at least trying to mod the Jvc A101G monitor. It's a really nice 10-inch, effectively 9-inch monitor. This one is in, I would say, really good condition. It's really kind of dirty and has scratches and all of that, but the tube itself and the electronics look great. So really happy with this one. I got it for cheap, so that makes me also really happy. This one is from May 2006. So fairly recent, considering CRTs talking about. And we're going to RGB mod it. We're going to be using, well, I'm going to be using the Immerhack's guide, because he did all of the heavy lifting, because Jvc monitors sometimes, when they don't have RGB, they use the same board as the ones that have RGB, but they basically use a different firmware, I think, for the chip that controls the OSD, that basically just screws up the whole like switching over I to C. So basically you need to not only like tap on the RGB signals for the jungle chip, you also have to tap into the I2C communications and basically just sniff on them and transform them so it doesn't just mangle and screw up the RGB signal. So again, I'm going to be using the Immerhack's guide. I think he's on one of the Discords that I'm in also. I don't think he goes by Immerhack's, but if you ever watch this, thank you so much. You fucking rule. So let's get started. I should just crack this one open, and I have a lapel mic, so hopefully I don't forget about it and just rip it out and blow up the stream. Let's see here. There we go. Seems to be just 4 screws in the back. Sony monitors have a lot more screws. Normally like 5 or 6, sometimes like 4 or 5 on each side, which is always like, why do you need so many screws? You shouldn't need so many. But Jvc monitors sometimes get a little bit stuck. Yeah, this one is pretty stuck, I think. Oh, I'm dumb. I think I need to remove this also. So thank you for everyone in the chat. This was kind of a scuff stream. I had so many issues starting it, and then I had the internet thing happen. So thank you so much for coming back and just hanging around. Cool. So I can't remember if I already cleaned this one. I don't think so. Obviously not a in-depth cleaning. It looks kind of nasty. But I think I did air blow it. I think I did. Let's blow it again just in case. Why not? Yeah. Gonna take my mic off before I forget. This might be loud. Hopefully it won't be too loud for you guys. Just in case, I'm going to lower the microphone volume for a little bit. Oh. Hey. So that is adequately blown now. Let's see. So we have the Changhua tube. Let's see if there's something interesting around here. I'm looking for something maybe like a year or something that would indicate a year. Can't see anything right now, just the model. Oh, here it is. Let's see if I can get it in the camera. There you go. Yeah. So 23rd February 2006. That's probably not the tube fabrication date. That's probably the like maybe the QA or the assembly date for the monitor. But 2006, good year. A lot of like new metal was going around still in 2006. Oh nice, some Rubicons on the power supply. I'm guessing this is a power supply. You can see the fuse in here. I guess I'm going to rotate it so you can also see. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit also. Not so much. There you go. Nice. So some Rubicons here, they look fine on the top. Just a quick inspection. Oh, I can see the big mains filtering cap over there on the back. Seems to be a Rubicon also. 120 microfarads. They look fine. They look fine. I'm taking a look at the capacitors because one person that was interested in this told me he wanted to do the mod also. Not sure if he was able to catch the stream, maybe he's here. They are here, sorry. But he also asked me if I could go through the caps and maybe point out any details, anything that may be a good idea to recap, especially. To be honest, I don't think like going for specific capacitors is like something that you should do like preemptively, unless you see some domed tops over the capacitors, or obviously if there's some leaking, you should just replace them right away. I think if you're going to recap, you should do a full recap of every actual electrolytic, or most of them, because otherwise you're just kind of, I feel like you're just kind of wasting time. So, oh, I can see some spider webs in here, so someone lived in here for a while. Which makes sense, because I know the guy that owned this has just a bunch of monitors on storage. Just a crazy amount of monitors, like from all different eras, you could say, of monitors. Just old, like black and white tubes, and old BGA, like IBM monitors, and he's got an L4, and I think he's got an L5, and some really nice JVCs, and he's got multiple copies of the same monitor. So he had a lot of this, a lot for this model, and he sold that to me, this one, for a pretty good price, along with some other JVC monitors I got from him. I call him my dealer because this stuff is like you know, addictive. Cool. So that's it for the inspection. I think I have gone long enough. I want to take a look at the anode cap here. So is this glued down? No, it's not glued down. So normally PBMs are good at discharging themselves, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. And if an anode cap is not glued, I will discharge the monitor. So I'm going to take my mic off before I forget. I'm gonna get my discharge tool. Yeah. Cool. So let's zoom out for a bit. Oh, zoom out. Nice. Cool. So here's my discharge tool. Just a really sturdy old screwdriver and a thick wire. That's basically all you need, and just make sure you have insulated like the contact so you don't go like this by accident, or you're close enough so that if you get a good discharge, it's not going to arc to your hand. You don't want that to happen. And easiest point, you want some ground, but easiest point to do it is probably in here around the degassing thing, or the grounding, or the tube itself. Just gonna get it secure in there, and let's see if we get a pop. I don't think so, but let's see. that pop is just me rubbing the contacts there, not electrical pop. Yeah. This was discharged already, but I like to think of this stuff as loaded as a gun, right? You don't assume it's unloaded until you make sure it's unloaded. So cool. Let's take the anode cap off. There you go. Looks great. There's not much grease. There's actually no grease, and I'm out of dielectric grease. So I need to get some, and I will have to go over this. It's not really like 100% required right now, so I can just go back after that. Cool. So first step ready. Make sure we're not going to electrocute ourselves with the flyback voltage. We might have luck with something else. Oh, I need to put my microphone on again. Getting about it, guys. You guys have to remember for me and remind me. Nice. So maybe I will actually leave the. No, I should put it on. Let's not be that lazy. Cool. Okay, so we want to basically get in this board here. This one, right? And I think the first thing we probably want to do is make space for basically cut some traces or desolder some components so that we have access to the RGB pins on the jungle chip. Yeah, and I remember, yeah, so C716, C717, C718. Yeah, so those are the RGB things closer to the RGB lines here. Yeah. So here we have the schematics for the monitor. This is the service manual, and actually for JVC monitors, I think they tend to do this thing where they have an addendum, some extra pages that didn't come with the service manual itself, like bound to it. So when you go and look for JVC service manuals, if you want the schematics, you'll have to look for those separately sometimes. Okay, so again, here we are. We have the analog red, analog green, and analog blue. We have points, these caps in here, and they go to ground. Yeah, they're just grounding caps, it seems like. Cool, so input 4.2 volts. That's nice to know. And the caps are 0.01 microfarads, I'm assuming. So that's going to be useful to know when we make our signal conditioning circuit for each of these lines. So we want to remove these 3 caps here, and I think they are not really easy to access because they're through hole and there's a shield on top here. As you can see, there's a shield up. Not sure, it might be heat shield or it might be or RF shielding, or both. But let's see if we can get this board out so we can more easily work with this. So let's see if I can get you a better angle here, maybe like this. My hand is always going to be in the way, it seems like. But I'm just pulling some cables out. Oh, it's not a, it's just a little clamp in here. Okay. Get out, buddy. Okay, so doesn't want to get out easily. Don't want to force it, so I'm just gonna wiggle it back and forth until it comes out. This grounding thing here. Yeah, let's take the leads apart just a little bit. Is there a, oh yeah, there's a, okay, so I should be careful. There's like a notch in there where it grabs the cable. So I can press this back when I put it back. Cool. Let's see. So definitely we need to take that out. Okay. We should be able to take this out also. This one here. Should get my round nose plier. Just a second. Love these things. They're super useful. You get these kind of connectors out without damaging. Oh, this one is it glued down? Maybe. I don't think so. Let's try this other one. I'm trying to move the cap on the side. Yeah, it's actually hard to get a hold of it. Can get one side up, but can't take the other one. I'm wondering if it's glued, but I can't see any glue. Let's try pushing it like this. Yeah, there's not much. I don't want to break the neck board. There's not much to hold on to. It's funny because RGB, like these RGB mods are, the hardest part I would say is getting to the board that you need to, especially on consumer sets. There's so much like wires, things in your way. No, this is soldered down. So, maybe with some, I can push it with some thingy things. Okay, I got my thingy things, and I'm going to try and push it from the side. Crap. Come on. This is the first connector. This doesn't want to come out. Holy crap. And I don't see any glue, so I'm not sure what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna get the big boy. Hey. There you go. Okay. Jeez. Sheesh. Like the young people say. Yeah. So this motherfucker here. Yours might be hard to take out also. To move this a little bit to the side here. Oh crap, I can't do that. Oh shit, I might have fucked up. Oh, just a second. There we go. Okay. Now I can't see the chat bubble. The chat room. I might just move to the side. Sorry about this. Just making sure I'm looking at the chat if anyone has any questions or want to say. Okay, this looks fine. Okay. So we need to take that board out. I wonder if you can hear my gulping sounds because I'm wearing a lapel mic. Hopefully not. Unless you're into that kind of thing. In which case, I should open up an OnlyFans or something like that. Okay. So I'm just unscrewing the back plate in here. Okay, so the back plate is off. Nice. By the way, Immerhacks had also a great idea where he used the grill here. I guess these are meant to be ventilation holes, but he used them to mount a 3D printed little box. And I think I'm going to do the same because I don't want to drill on this. I don't want to destroy this thing. Neckboard actually looks great. That's surprising. Oh, we have a little spider home on the flyback. Wow, danger spider. So let me see if I can get that on the camera. Yeah, there you go. Focus. There you go. Yeah. Wonder if that spider got some, I don't know, special powers from being living under ultra high voltage. Super high voltage, I can remember what they call the flybacks. Extremely high voltage? EHV? Yeah. Or very high voltage, I can't remember. Whatever. But thankfully it's not rat. Shout out to Steve. I'm just going to clean that out. Oh, there's some ew. Yeah, there's some spider exoskeletons in there, I think, because it's crunch. Yeah, it's very crunchy. Well, that's as good as I will be able to do, I think. Unless I go and just douse it in alcohol for a couple hours. Which, to be honest, meh. We have some more screws in here. Oh crap. I just spilled my screws. Okay. Screw tray. So now let's figure out how is this fixed in here. Oh, there's one more screw I didn't see. So 4 screws this side. Okay, cool. Yes, can we take this out? Oh, nice. Yeah, it's just I think there's a little tab in there. Let's see if I can catch it on the camera. I don't think I will be able to, but maybe I can show it from here. No, there's a shield on the way, but if you look, yeah, right there on the back, on the back, on the very back, you can see that white thing in there. That's like slot connection, something like that. And there's a tab in there. I think you can kind of see it. There's a tab in there that I will need to push or pull. There you go. Nice and easy. Okay. So we have also connections to the speaker in here. That's works. So let's remember. Come on, okay, guys. You have to remind me. Black towards the back, in case there's no markings in there. Yeah, no mark. Oh yeah, there's very faint markings, but anyways, cool. So now we can actually dump this thing. Not really, but we can move it to the side and just work on the board. So, gonna get my stuff around here. Works. So we'll have to probably desolder this big ass shield thing so that we can get to the capacitors there. Yeah. So, gonna heat up my soldering station. Let's put up to 400 probably, because this thing is going to need some heat. Oh crap. Do you see this here? This is the lead-free sticker. So we might have some lead-free soldering here, which is going to make everything a little bit harder. And also means that depending on what quality of lead-free solder they used, these boards, this monitor, might be susceptible to bad solder joints appearing over time and lifting up or cracking or whatever, right? So to be honest, the solder joints here look great. So maybe it's good quality lead-free solder. But if you have JVC monitor from around 2006, and you're having some issues, it might be the caps, or it might be the lead-free solder just getting old and lifting up or cracking. Okay, let's see. I should get a bigger point. Okay, let's just start by getting my Evergirl thingy here warm again. Okay. That's good. That's good. So let's see. I get my sucky thing here. I don't have one of those fancy guns. I might get one at some point, but this does the job, to be honest. So gonna put some good solder in just to get a good thermal connection here. Okay, that's good solder. That's not too bad. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's definitely good lead-free solder. That was easy. Thank you, JVC, for using the good stuff. So what I'm doing here, just to reiterate, I'm desoldering, trying to get the shield out so that we can get to the capacitors, the through-hole capacitors that we need to take out. So I'm desoldering the legs of the shield, and hopefully it won't be too hard to get it out. So far, not too bad. Give you guys a look, I guess. Let's pull this just a little bit and zoom in. Yeah, that's good. So here is one of the legs that I just desoldered. Here is another one. I just give it some solder so I can get a good thermal connection there. Heat it up a little bit and suck it good. Okay. I don't see any others, I think. This one is still a little bit, doesn't want to really let go, so I'm going to put more solder in and give it a good suck. With the good suck. Okay. Oh, that one is also a little bit hanging on for dear life. Yeah. Give up, dude. Oops. Okay. I think I got all of the legs, I think. So here. I don't see any here. Maybe this one? I don't think so, but here and here. So just 4, it seems like. Not too bad. Let's flip it. Zoom out. And yeah, it seems like it's just 4 legs. So okay, 1 leg, 2 legs, 4 legs. That was easy. I'm a pro, you see. Cool. So I'll give you guys some focus. There you go. So I believe that's the jungle chip in there, the TV1226ENG. Actually, I think the chip model might be the 65KA11. Not sure, but I believe that's the jungle chip. And on the bottom here, this other one that you cannot really see on the camera, but there's something in there, and it says Jvc A101. Okay, so this is actually this might be the firmware for the monitor. Yeah, this might be the software to control the monitor. So probably the signals that are screwing up the RGB come from here and go to the jungle chip probably. And on the middle we probably have some kind of processing or transforming or signal, definitely some signal conditioning chip. Nothing too important at this point. Also, I'm inspecting all of the caps, visually inspecting them to see if there's any kind of signs of anything failing. Doesn't seem to be the case. They're all Rubicons, so that's awesome. And the red ones seem to be KMGs. Yeah, KMGs. Okay, cool. Let's focus back in here. Nice. To move my window a little bit in here, so okay. So I'm looking for caps C716. I should have showed you earlier. There you go. But those 3 caps in here. So 16, 18, and 17. Those are the caps that we need to desolder so that we cut basically signals to the RGB pins of the jungle chip, and we can just hook our own RGB signals in there. So where are they? I just saw them. Now I can't find them. Oh, at the other side. Okay. Again, same procedure. I'm going to zoom in just so you can see a little bit better what I'm going to do here. But here we have the 3 caps that we're going to desolder. So 19, no, not 19, 17, 16, and 18. Cool. A little bit of soldering here. And suck it good. The other leg didn't come out so clean, so I'm going to do it again. Make sure that you properly heated the pins. I feel like that's the whole trick to using these solder suckers. Just make sure that you have properly heated all of the solder so that it's liquid, it's fluid enough. Okay, so that's 1. Let's go with 17 here. I might have to get back to that one. Let's go with the other leg. That one came out clean. Nice. And 18 here. Heat it up. Heard a small pop in there. I'm not sure what that was. Okay. Let's see if they can come out just like that, or if we'll need to heat it, then pull it. Okay. 18 seem to come almost out by itself. Just wiggling it a little bit. I don't want to damage the traces or anything. Yeah, this will need a little bit of heating. So what I'm going to do is put it on my 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th hand, 9th hand, and just give it a good tug from the bottom. Are we in focus? No, not really. Let's move it up. It's hard to know what I'm doing, but there you go. On camera, because it's to my side. So again, we're looking at these things here. So what I'm going to do is, this one is almost coming out by itself. Get the final. And I'm going to heat it. There you go. I think It's coming out. There you go. So I'm saving this because we're going to use it for the line conditioning for the new RGB signals that we're going to put in. Yeah, these are, I don't think this is going to show up, but yeah, the scripting is just way too small. Oh, maybe actually, maybe you can see it in there. Yeah, 103. So I believe that's 0.01 microfarad. And it's a film capacitor, and I have tantalum capacitors that we could use, but if they use film, let's use the same one. I remember that at least for audio things, you wanted like film capacitors for your signals. Those were like the best. I believe tantalum capacitors have a low pass filtering in of itself, or maybe it's something else. I'm making things up. Don't listen to me. But I remember something about something about tantalum capacitors and electrolytics and film capacitors, like why they were the best for audio signals. Polypropylene film capacitors were business, I remember. And if you want to go fancy, you could do like wax on paper and all on paper and that kind of stuff, but whatever. Okay, I'm grabbing it from below and I'm trying to get it to come out. Kind of hard to. Okay, so I get one leg out, two legs. That's another tip. You can just use your solder tip to push it. Okay, so we have one to go. And this one is hard to grab. Well, they have all been hard to grab, but this one is really crappy. 716. Okay. One leg out, two legs out. Cool. Got him, boys. Okay, so let's leave these down here so I don't lose them. Going to need some water. Cool. So now we have our hooking points. Sorry about that. And let's see. Yeah. So yeah, I think we can just go and hook up some lines in there. So let's get some hookup wire. Zoom out. That looks good. And I need to go and get my other pliers. My wire stripping. No. How much wire are we going to need? I probably want to go from here through the back, through the grill. So yeah, maybe something like it's about 30 centimeters. Maybe that should be enough. Cool. Yeah, that should be enough. Probably. Let's go just in case. 35 centimeters. Okay, so RGB. And we're going to need a sink somewhere, so I'm going to cut it right away. I'm going to give it a little bit more because I don't know where that point is going to be, but just to have the cables cut already. And we're going to need ground, definitely, or return, whatever you call it. That one is near, so we can just 35 and power. Oh, what I found! Look at this tiny resistor. Not sure if you can see it. It's a tiny SMD resistor. Oh, I don't have my microphone near. You probably didn't hear me. But I was saying I'm going to cut the cables, and I found a really small SMD resistor. That makes me happy because that means my site is still good. I'm old, but not that old. Cool. I was going to cut this wire here. Let's give it 40 just in case. And probably going to need more wires, but whatever. Okay, let's get the hookup points soldered in there. Should probably solder on the other side, but let's start here. So where is my RGB? Here. Okay, so 16 goes to red. 16 goes to red. To cut a little bit. And not gonna tin it right away. Just gonna look at 16 here. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in here. Hopefully it's going to be enough so that you see. Okay, so 16 is here, and you can see here we have this big plane of lighter green. That's the ground, so we don't want to hook up in there. We don't want to hook up to ground for the signals, so I want to go here. The signal that's that goes to the pin. So cable, there you go. And I'm going to just, hopefully I can just give it a small tap, tippy tap, so it stays in here. And maybe I don't even have to solder it on the other side. Yeah, that came out great. Yeah, sometimes you just have to flip the board and solder on the other side, and it's a little bit cumbersome, but this worked fine. Great. Awesome. So we have R on 16, we have G on 17. So I'm going to take a little bit of my cable, put it on 17. Same thing here. I don't want to go to the ground plane for this. And whoops, let's get my solder near, stay in there. Nice. All good. We're going to continue to test them anyways, but looks good. And blue on 18. So that's 18? Yeah, that's 18. Again, don't want to go to the ground plane. These are the signals, so it matters where you put the hookups. You know, after streaming for a bit, I've noticed that I tend to say and a lot. I should try to get that out of my speech patterns. Okay, nice. So we have RGB, all pretty. Again, yeah, let's get some ground. Gonna need some ground. I wonder, should we? I'm going like too fast in my head, like what I should do next, but way too far. But I'm thinking if I should have circuits on a circuit board, on a proto board, outside the grill, outside the monitor. Yeah, it's probably best if I do that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Oh no, because I need this. Yeah, I want to keep it like, not have it too bulky on the back. So I'll have to run cables from those also. Shouldn't be too bad. That's okay. Okay, so I'm going to use one of these grounds, and now I'm going to connect to ground, and I'm going to use this one here. You can use whatever ground you want, but I'm just going to use that one because it's near the RGB pins. And you want coupling in those signals, or decoupling. I'm never sure what's the right word, to be honest, but I think for this you want coupling. So That looks good to me. So these wires are going to go to another board that I'm going to make, I guess, now. Yes, because we should be able to test the monitor without the whole Arduino part of it. Not going to look the best, but it should give us a test if the RGB, the analog part of the mod is working great. So yeah, let's get some proto board. And well, it's a pretty simple circuit, so I don't think I'll need something big. Maybe even this will be enough. Yeah, this might be enough. Yeah, a little bigger would have been nice, but I can make do with this. I should be able to squeeze it in, and it's not a problem. So we have the caps in there, and I need some 30 ohm resistor and the 75 ohm termination resistors. I think I've been getting some Discord messages, so I'm going to check them while I take some water. Okay. How are you guys doing so far? How are you guys doing, chat? How is your day going? I'm doing great, but now I have to dig through this huge bag of resistors. Thankfully they're labeled, so it's not going to be that hard. Oh shit. Crap. Oh shit. Yes, they're labeled, but I'm not sure if they're using the ohm values or the SKUs. We'll have to find out. Oh yeah, it's the. Sorry about that. It's the ohm values, so that's okay. What? 9.09 ohm? 64.9 ohm. So we're looking for 30 ohm. To 20. I know I need some 4.7K also, so go and look for those also. 2.8 ohms, that's really awesome. Small caps in here. 78K, not the one that I need. 1.7 mega ohm. Mm, 80.6. 3.92 might work if I can find 4.7. Okay, so I should move this to the box. So I start getting confused. Why? 150K. 78.7. That might work. What is that? 604. 3.01. 60.04. That's okay. 300. 7.5. 4.7, but I'm not sure if that's ohms or kilo ohms. 499. 34, that might work. 3.9. So 392, 309, 39K. 3.3K, that's good. No, 3.9, I have 3.9, that's bad. Yeah, at some point I need to sort all of these and put it into nice, like, trays or boxes or something, but I haven't had the time because I've been just doing so much stuff plus work, but I'm getting to it. I ordered all of my spare cables the other day. Sorted all of them into nice like boxes and with labels and all of that, so I know where my audio cables are and I know where my power cables and my transformers and my power supplies are and all of that. So that took a long time to just. I basically just took everything out of my drawers and closets and all of that, put it into boxes, and then started sorting all of those. And it took quite a long time to just get everything to a place where it made at least some sense. Still have a lot of stuff that I need to sort, but it's just the smaller stuff. $330. but K. Oh, here I found the 75 ohm, and these are the terminations. Definitely a resistor you want to have around if you're going to be doing any kind of modding, RGB modding. Well, that's a whole bunch of resistors. What the hell is this? I never seen this. I guess they sent a replacement for something. These look like cherry bombs or something like that. They're quarter watt something. It doesn't say. It doesn't even say. I guess 1.35K. Those look funny. Never seen those kind of resistors. Come on, I need to find the 30 ohm resistors. Come on, 30 ohms. I found the 4.7K, so I can get rid of all of these other ones. I have a 34 just in case I don't find the 30 ohm or closer. Just need to find the 30 ohm. One ohm. 40 ohm. What the hell is that? Is that a 559 maybe? I was planning to actually do this before the stream, but I spent like 4 hours getting the stream ready, and shit happens along the way. Okay, so this is 28K. Some reason I had almost everything ready, but the camera interface, the Elgato Cam Link, decided to stop working with OBS for some reason, and I couldn't figure out why. So I had to start looking at YouTube videos with intros and like 5 minutes of some guy talking about bullshit instead of telling me how he fixed his issue. So that was 33 ohms. Okay, that should work. Yeah, because I don't think I have a 30, to be honest, and just 30 ohms is going to make a big difference. I keep saying fuck. Okay, so I have the 75 ohm, the 0.47 ohm, and a 33 ohm. Let's let's use my fancy new tool, multi-tester. And let's zoom in. I really don't need to do this, but I want to, you know, it's new and I like it. So let's make sure what these are. There we go. Cool. So yeah, it's a 33 ohm resistor. Great. Nice. We have what we need. So I'm going to need 3 of these. And I'm going to get those together so I don't lose them. 75, just making sure it's a 75 and it's not too far off, since these are carbon film. They didn't have metal film, so I just told them that's okay, just give me a carbon film. To be honest, at those kind of ohmage and for the needs that we, for the things that we need them, it'd be okay if it's 76 or something like that. 74, that's fine. Cool. So we have what we need. And here are the caps. Here are my resistances, my resistors. La resistance, la resistencia. I'm Latino, by the way. Why do I keep saying So we have to make this circuit in here, which is very simple. 30 ohm and basically a voltage type divider with 30 ohms and 75 ohms. The 75 is a termination. It's pretty common. And we have decoupling, I guess. Capacitor, or maybe it's just acting as a filter. With 100 nanofarads, that's 0.1 microfarad. So, and we have 0.01 microfarad here. He's probably just using that circuit because it's the same one from other JVCs. But we should be able to use the same capacitors that we took out, which are 0.01 microfarads, and it should be fine, maybe even better. Not sure, but worst case scenario, I think I have around here. Yeah, we have 0.1 microfarad. These are tantalum capacitors, but should be fine if we need them. Would rather use the film ones, but let's see. Should I put the shielding on this thing? No, I should wait. Wow, I have dropped 0 frames. That's surprising. Okay, so we need to make this circuit here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, not so much. There you go. Okay, so let's think. We're gonna have some kind of input in here, and it's going to go to these little guys. I'm gonna say ground is going to be on this side in here. So yeah, that should work. There you go. Okay. And then we're going to have the capacitor in here. Yeah, that should work. And we're going to have this going on here. Yeah, and that should give me enough space to give it a nice laddering in there. I'm gonna show you what I mean by laddering. I'm not sure if that's even a word, really, but you will see why I call it laddering. Cool, so then let's put the second one. And the third one is going to be to go a little bit farther. And this is what I mean by laddering. Also, it's just like a ladder, right? So it goes like that. So it's easier to just do the proto thing, right? And not run into a whole mess. Problem is, yeah, I'm going to need to go one back, I think. Yes. This is going to be a very tight squeeze. I'm going to start from this side. Actually, I'm going to start from this side. That should be fine. Yeah, doesn't look too neat, but this should work. And I don't have to cut another piece of protoboard, which is messy. You don't want to breathe in that stuff, that fiberglass stuff, definitely. So I try not to do that when I'm in a hurry. Okay, so I should do this maybe. start with the bottom one actually. Gonna straighten legs of the cap that we removed. They're pretty wonky, so they need a straightening. Okay, so I'm pretty sure these are going to go like this. No. Yep, that looks good. Then we can do this. And this. And okay, so now here comes the tricky part, but I guess I can just do this. There you go. Okay, just question some legs, some resistor legs in there, but whatever. No one is going to see this once it's inside. Cool. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Or not good, but good enough. Cool. Cool, yeah. So now we can just solder this thing and get some wires, and from there we can just solder some terminals, some BNCs, and we should be able to test the first part of the RGB mod, the analog part, since this monitor has some digital things that we need to do to it. Is this going to stay on? Yeah, this is going to stay on if I let it go. Cool. Going to zoom you guys in so you can see what the hell I'm trying to do here. That's good. So just going to be soldering the legs of everything. So pro tip here, start by soldering just one leg of everything. That way you can adjust. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I just soldered one leg for everything. Now I'm going to push the components up so I can get them nice and tied to the PCB. They are just floating around. So caps are good. Gonna solder the other leg. All good. Now I'm going with the resistors. I think I soldered the wrong legs on this, but that's fine. Cool. There you go. Lower my temperature a little bit because I was working at 400 still. If I needed to take this shield off, you can still work at 400 for this kind of stuff, but you gotta be quick. Okay. So let's solder this pins in here. Get that one, and that one, and that one. And now I'm going to push them. Fuck, that was hot. Be careful, don't burn yourself. Cool, that is a little bit blobby. That's better. You wanna go for volcanoes, not pears. Let me see if I can get this on camera. Where is it? Here? Yeah, there you go. I don't have the macro lens on, but you want to go for shiny volcanoes. Anyways, this looks fine. Yeah, that's okay. So now I have to connect them properly. So let's see. This is okay. So signal is going to come from this side. This here, right? So signal is going to come from this side. It's going to go through this into the voltage divider, and then it's going to go through the cap and it's going to output through this other side. So if you look at this, so this is the output. This one goes to the jungle chip. So I'm going to wire the RGB and ground wires that I actually I should do other. I should actually complete the circuit. I need to bend the legs and solder them so that they are actually connected. Some people just do like they bridge the points, the solder points. I wouldn't do that because solder is not a good conductor. It's not a great conductor. It introduces some resistance. I much rather bend the pins and solder them together where you need to go. But like I was saying, I'm going to complete the circuit, but I'm going to need my straight cutters for that. So this side, just going to have the cable, so we don't need the legs on this side. Just going to cut those flush. Oops. So input side looks good, and those are going to go there. I want the ground to be here. So and this one. So these legs here are going to make my ground, and they're going to go to the output. So I'm going to take one of these, the one closest to the output pin. Going to bend it as nice as I can. Where should I put this? So, yeah, I think you can kind of see what I'm doing here. There you go. So, like that. That looks good. And everything else is going to connect to that leg. Oh, my alarm is ringing. Shut the fuck up. So. There we go. Cutting the excess from the legs. Almost hit my eye. That's okay. And this one is going to be ground, so I'm just going to cut it up to here. Cool. And let's see. What's what in here? So I want these to connect together. So I'm going to bend them. It's hard to do stuff on camera. What? Oh, this is for here. Cool. This one. Okay, that one is going to go this way, and this one goes this way. For this one, I want it to go that way. this one will go this way, I think. Yes, that looks good. So that looks good. As you can tell, I take my time doing this stuff. I prefer to measure twice and cut once, basically. Yeah, I would say I much prefer to spend time the first go and maybe having a couple attempts, but what I don't like to do is have to redo everything, go back and redo after the fact. So that's why I like to take my time with stuff. Make sure that I'm soldering the right thing with the right thing, that I'm not creating problems for myself in the future as much as possible, right? Okay, so this looks good, I think. Yep. Cutting the excess. This one. Coolio. Yeah, that looks fine. I guess I'll show it to you. So this is ground down here, and these are the outputs on the side, and this will be the inputs on this side. This junction is the voltage divider. Looks good enough for me. Now we can finally solder the signals, and we're going to start from the top. RGB. So stripping the cable. And this is going to be the output to the jungle chip, so let's see if I can let's strip a little bit more. Okay, that should be easier. Shit, there I go, I think, yeah, got it. Nice. Okay, so just a quick tap so it stays in there. Oh shit. It went out of focus. Or I never focused. I don't know. Cool. Going to bend that pin to the side so it contacts the wire. And solder those together. How's everyone doing on the chat? Are you hydrating properly? I know I am. RG in there, don't fall. It makes me very nervous when no one talks on the chat. I know you might be having a really chill time or not even have the screen on focus, but it makes me nervous because I think that maybe my levels are wrong and I'm talking to myself for hours and hours and no one is hearing me. Either way, if you're just lurking, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. RGB. Should be fine. Don't fall. There you go. Let's go. Making contact with the pad, so it should be. Yeah, it's making contact. Cool. Now we just need a ground. You know, I kinda used to not care too much for this kind of music, like the royalty-free, we won't copyright strike you, chill, lo-fi. But I was able to find some that I like and that won't get me sued if I stream it. I actually like it. It's very non-intrusive and it's nice. Don't think I would listen to it like on my free time, but I'm more of a heavy music person or intense, not necessarily just heavy, but I tend to like more heavier, maybe headier, I'm not sure, whatever. I like all kinds of music, as long as the artist put their hearts into it, you can tell. Okay, so we got RGB and ground. Now we need our inputs, which should be easy enough. Oh, we need our sync, right? We need our sync. Is sync going through the same circuit? I don't think so, right? Let me take a quick look. I think, yeah, sync is directly at the BNC. Input A. Yeah. And I can't really see the point here. Let's zoom in. So it's going 3. This thing, is that an 8 or a 9? What the hell is that number? Is that a 6? But the other way? Or a 9? Well, let's look here. So four, 3. So I got 3 in here. Got 9. Okay, I see it. Yeah, it's 9, but it's a weird 9. And it should be input A. So that's the topmost, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, right next to the big 8. Okay. So I have a sync cable that we can use for sync here. Going to move this back here. Crap. There you go. It's really hard to know where to move this stuff on camera. Guess I'll get accustomed to it at some point. Okay, so now I'm going to tin this wire because I'm going to solder directly to another pin. So just a quick tinning. That's it. And make it a little bit shorter so it's neater. And I'm going to solder to that weird 9 pin, which I'm guessing it's signal. Oh, you can't see shit. Sorry. I'm going to do it this way. This should be better. I don't have my full screen stage here, so I can see move stuff. Yeah, this should be much better. So I'm soldering the sync pin in here, this to this one here. Let's heat it up. Wow, that's quick. There we go. And I'm going to use my multimeter just to check that I'm on the right thing in there. Hopefully you will hear the beep, the beeping. I don't think it's picked up by the microphone. Maybe if I put it near me. Well, it's beeping. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but it's beeping when I'm making contact. Anyways, I'm going to just quickly check here what the hell is this pointing here. Okay, yeah, it's signal. Yeah, so it's, I'm guessing that's the input. Oh, it's okay, so it can be either. Cool. And since I have my multimeter in here, I'm just going to quickly check the soldering points that I made here. So let's move this here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to touch the pins on the jungle chip. Okay, so this should be blue. Yeah, that's beeping. So red should be this one. That's good. Green, that's great. And let's test ground. Is that ground? This one is ground. Huh? What happened there? It beeped just for a quick... Yeah, it's beeping, but it's going through a... Is it going through a cap? This one isn't. Okay, cool. Nice. Double checking. So that we don't have to go back and redo and figure out what we did wrong. Cool. So we have our board ready here. We have the sink in here. We have our grounds. And should we ground our sink in the... I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So let's get our BNC connections. RGB and sync. I'm wondering, should we... should we just use this one and sync instead of putting another BNC connector that is just a jumper? Basically do the same thing. The control freak in me says, yeah, you should put another one because it's going to be neater, because everyone, like every connector is going to be on the thing there, like RGB and sync. But the practical side of my head, the saner part of my head says, yeah, you shouldn't really add another one if you're not doing scarred. Why bother, right? So at least for now, I'm just going to get these 3 things in here, and let's get more wire. This can be much shorter, so yeah. Don't need sync right now, but I need the green. Okay, cool. There we go. So this should be more than enough. Let's make it even shorter, to be honest. Like this. Yeah, definitely this should be enough. Basically, I want to keep this board inside of the monitor, but these, the connectors will go outside in a 3D printed box, so that I don't drill on the monitor plate itself. Cool. I should first solder to these things, which should be easy enough. Okay. Oh, I'm going to need more black cable, right? Because we need ground wire for each terminal. Makes sense. Cool. Okay, so this is going to be red. We should take a little bit more. So for this kind of terminals, let me zoom in. That is good lighting, I think. Okay, cool. So for these terminals, I know that you can, I think that you can crimp this, but I don't know. I don't have a special tool for it. I don't know if you need a special tool for it. And to be honest, it's just easier for me to just solder them. You just tin this part here, and then put your wire. And there you go. Just put it in a little bit more solid in there. And same thing for, I actually want to tin the first this wire. So quick tinning, and then gonna get it here. Gonna give it a tap so it hopefully it binds a little bit. Yeah, well, that's enough. That's good enough. And then just solder it all together. Good. Fuck. Not good. I didn't see what the hell I was doing. Just assume I soldered. Okay, so now I can see better. Wow, this doesn't want to blow. Let's put a shit ton of solder. There we go. It was just more thermal mass to heat up. So I needed a little more solder so it could contact better. So I like to bend this where, there you go. So I like to bend this back, but I like to do that when I'm pretty ready to mount everything together. So I'm not going to do it right now. Just because it can get in the way when you're screwing things together on the final place, right? Placement, I guess you would say. Coolio. So let's go with the blue or the green, I guess. So we're doing RGB. Oh, I need to strip the wires. Hot wire stripping action live on Twitch. Good enough. I'm gonna tin my wire, my ground wire, and let through, push it down, and drop it, and push it through again. Come on, I can do it. Fuck, come on, man. I'm making an ass of myself live on Twitch. You can't even solder a BNC terminal, right? Come on, man. Okay, that should be better. And let's loop it a little bit so it stays hooked there. And now grab, there you go. Now it should be easier. Let's just put a crap ton of solder. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. Red, green, and blue. What time is it? 6:30. Okay, so about 30 minutes. I need to feed my pets, my 2 cats, 2 fat cats, and my elderly dog. So I might take a quick break in about half an hour, but I think we are really close to testing the analog part of the mode. So that sounds fine. Also, I need to go and get more water. Need a bottle of water. Have you heard Altino trying to do an English, British accent? It's pretty bad. A bottle of water. That's my best British impression. Fuck. Okay, tinning my wire. Gonna hook it and put a shit ton of solder in there. I went through. The solder just went through the other side and didn't bond. Come on, man. This is supposed to be the easiest part. Yeah, I think I'm just getting tired, to be honest. It's been a long day. Okay. It's been a long day, but I'm honestly pretty happy to be doing this. I like to share this weird, very nerdy, very specific stuff that I do and some other people like to do. I like sharing it just because I like doing it. So I'm tired, but I'm happy. Cool. Let's take the monitor back up. Come out. Take the wormy thing out and let's try to put it back together. Nice click in there. The slot pin thing. we need to connect this sucker back. I think it was, yeah, it was this way. Definitely. Hopefully we'll be able to get that out easily. Yeah, this is definitely enough cable. Like, I could have done with half the cable, but this is fine. Should I go ahead? No, that is just going to make it messy. I will need to desolder and resolder the terminals when I do the final placement, but that's fine. So how should I go about this here? I can keep the speaker off for now, but I need to ground this thing. Don't need to put it too securely in there, but that's good. Good enough. Cool, cool, cool. All good. At some point, I also will have to desolder, and I'm just testing this right now. So I will have to desolder and put the switch, which I don't have with me right now, but I will have to put the switches here. So I can turn this on and off. Yeah, that's fine. So I think what I'm going to do is just strip these cables. Now I think I can just tie these together, all of the grounds together. And I'm going to just hook it up in the ground in there, like this. Yeah, that should be fine for now. Okay, I'm going to need the hands. Fuck. Okay, so first off, let's try to get all of these tied up in one point. Tied and teamed. Teamed. Pronunciation. Okay, ground is there. And now we need to solder the signals. Crap, I'm dropping everything. Okay, and I should make these. Actually, I can just, right now, I can just pin them and push the tap them. I'm slurring my words. Okay. Maybe when I post this to YouTube, I think I might be able to edit it. To be honest, I don't want to spend hours editing this, but maybe I will be able to just condense it down quickly. Maybe I'll try. Not sure. Stomach is grumbling. I just had a hot dog for lunch, nothing else. I know, stomach. Shit, okay. I run my soldering tip through the screen, but I didn't damage it, thankfully. Okay, I'm gonna need a little bit more solder then. Good. Okay. I think we're ready to test. So, how am I going to do this without causing a mess? That is connected, that is connected, this is connected. Okay, so I'm going to bring my mister. Fuck! I forgot about the mic. Oh, crap. Okay, it's working still. Okay. So here's my, well, it's not like I'm rich, but I have two misters, and this is the one that I have for not the main setup. So it's the bare basics. Okay. There's on. Going to connect that. I'm going to need a DSAV cable. Go DSAV. Don't really like SCART that much. Okay. So this is my testing cable, which is just a quick do-it-yourself. Cool. So hopefully this won't. Okay. And where is the power cable? Power cable, where are you? Found you. Okay, so actually going to this sound. Oh, you guys can see, and also easier to power this. By the way, I hope you guys can hear me decently, because I can't put the microphone on me just right now. Maybe here. Oh crap! The anode cap. Fuck. I almost forgot about the anode cap. Okay. So now it's the time where we're going to see if it blows up or if it gives us a nice image. Okay, I'm going to be careful not to touch metal just in case. Shouldn't be an issue, but I'm gonna be careful just in case I shorted something or I don't know. Where is this is not exactly a good insulator, but should be good enough. Cool. So I plugged in the cable and it didn't blow up. That's great. Let's see what happens if I turn it on. I haven't plugged in the sink yet, so this should show nothing. Is the menu working? Yeah, the menu is working. So maybe I'm not injecting the, also not injecting the blanking. Gonna need to move this whole thing around. Cool. I think I am going to need to pull the blanking up. Yeah, otherwise it's not going to show up properly. Whoop. Hey. There's something there. Okay, there is something there. Where is...